So, we're in Chinatown, of course, and we're going to see Ming Xiao and talk to her about the missing Nosferatu agent Barbarus. And see if she knows any information about him. You know, the way this is set up, feels like the skyscrapers are almost entrapping us or closing in on us. Nice detail. I don't think we can even see Lacroix Tower from here. Okay, let's have a look at this. If anyone knows what is actually being said here, please let me know in the comments. I would be super interested. I want to know if they actually even say anything. Maybe not. Not anything coherent, but you never know. Okay, so I want to try a little something, because this used to be a glitch where... There used to be a... Stupid lamp. Okay, so there used to be a glitch that you could actually get to the... right to the end of the game. Yes, yes, I'm doing it. Okay, so... Oh dear. Okay. Oh, okay. I won't do it properly, correctly, huh? Okay. Okay. Let me do it again. I'm really failing. But you could actually... Or... I have swordsman. Okay. Let me try that one more, couple more times. Alright. Yeah, so you might have noticed that some troops on the other side got activated. Those are Ming Xiao's. Why is it working now? So I actually just got up there. Maybe I could have saved as soon as I get up there. I don't know. Or, oh, my goodness. That's strange. Okay, let's see if we can do this nonsense. Okay. Okay. So yeah, everyone is activated. Unfortunately, I'm in Elysium mode. So that means I can't actually fight back or use my disciplines whatsoever. So this is a bit unfortunate thing, but as you may have noticed, let's see. Just get past this invisible wall. I wonder if this has actually been fixed a little bit. But what you could actually originally do in the original version... there we are. That's what we needed to do. We just need to get for that hurdle. And so you just basically run along the outside. Look at this. Yeah, this is insane. So you could run along. Actually, I might want to actually go for the front, but still. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, what you could do is literally get to the end game this way. So this is how you would speedrun the game. You would play it kind of mostly normally, but then once you're there, you're in the final area, and to not have it completely break on you, you would have to do the quasi ending after you were done. So this is how you can get here, get to the end game by skipping most of the game. Like the last half of the game, you could skip it at this point, and it's pretty amazing. So just thought I show that off, and good to see it still works in the final nights. Alright, let's talk to Ming Xiao at last, after enough monkeying around.
Welcome, kindred. And thank you for respecting our traditions by announcing your presence in our domain. I am Ming Xiao, High Priestess to the people of Chinatown. Can I get you anything? Tea, perhaps?
No tea, thank you.
Ah, that is right. Your kind drinks solely of mortal blood, correct? No longer may you partake in the simple pleasures of the mortal realm. A shame.
You can?
Yes. We Kuei Jin are similar to you, kindred, in fewer ways than you might imagine.
You are vampires, right?
We are supernatural. That does not mean we are like yourself. We are beings returned through the second breath for a purpose.
What purpose?
The reasons are as numerous as the Kuei Jin themselves. Each is reborn with a purpose that they must find. Once their path is evident, they must seek to fulfill it, even if it takes eternity.
How are the Kuei Jin similar to kindred?
We share superficial similarities. Kuei Jin feed on essences that can be found in blood, yes. But as we refine our existence, rarely are we lowered to consume the bodily fluids of others.
Okay, so what she's actually talking about here is when Kuei Jin go up in power, which is they go along in their dharma, which is basically a path for them. Like the Sabbat, but it's totally different because it's actually directly related to almost like their, I guess, generational power, if you think about it in a kindred terms, but it's not generational because all Kuei Jin start out mostly the same in terms of power level, and as they go through their dharmas, they gain more ways to attain chi. So what Ming Xiao is talking about is that at first you get your chi from feeding on blood or feeding on flesh, but next, eventually you can steal chi from the breath of the living or the very essence of the world itself. Like there are certain parts of the world that have more chi than others. So that's something you can do. You could also steal chi as a Kuei Jin from other supernatural creatures, such as you could steal quintessence from a magi, you could steal kindred vitae, and it converts to chi. Same thing with, I can't remember what it is for the Garou, the werewolves, but it's some kind of resource they have that, again, something. And the same thing with the wraiths. You take a little bit of their resources and convert it to chi. So I find that really cool. How else are we similar? Actually, how do you attain this existence?
The second breath, our rebirth into the supernatural form. It is a spiritual awakening, not some lowly blood ritual meant to spread a despicable curse.
So as a mortal, you can choose to become supernatural?
No, we do not choose, but events of our lives can awaken dark spiritual energies. We are not born of the whims of another as the kindred are.
Whatever, it sounds like you guys are just as screwed as we are.
On the contrary, it is another chance for us to find our place in the universe. A chance for transcendence. We are not damned, not burdened with an ancient guilt, as in the legend of your biblical progenitor.
Okay, so another thing about the Kuei Jin is, like she said, they're not embraced. They come back from the dead. So usually what happens is either a Kuei Jin how they get the second breath is, as a mortal, they either are very bad and a bad individual and they die very suddenly and violently usually, or they are an unfortunate soul who dies horribly and is cut off before their prime. Sometimes it's usually something negative how they die, like it's unfortunate or perhaps they are pretty nasty. But either way, they get sent to Yomi, which I believe is Chinese Buddhist hell. I don't quite 100%. I'm not 100% on this. I will probably leave some Wikipedia articles about the possible hell that they are thinking of, that they're kind of talking about here when it comes to the Kuei Jin. And I also will leave some White Wolf wikis about the Dharmers, because there are like 5 of them. There's the Resplendent Cranes, there's the Devil Tigers, the Thrashing Dragons, the Bone Song of the Shadow, the Thousand Whispers. So there's an interesting amount, and they're all interesting, and there's even more Dharmers that are not included in the top 5, but it's a pretty interesting thing. I'm not saying that, and they come from, the Kuei Jin come from the source book Kindred of the East, which is weird because they're not kindred, because again, they have vampiric qualities. For example, they can grow fangs to feed on blood for their chi, but again, they're not vampires. They are basically a mixed. They're basically hungry ghosts. Now, if you know what hungry ghosts are, I believe in Chinese mythology, are ghosts who are restless and forever hungry, and that's why you have traditions where you leave food for, for the dearly departed family members or ancestors, so they don't become hungry ghosts. As far as I know, it's a way of honoring them, even if you don't think they're gonna become hungry ghosts. But hungry ghosts are forever really hungry. Again, I'll leave another wiki article about that. So that's what they kind of come off as to me. Except that unlike hungry ghosts of mythology, they actually they're reborn back into usually their original bodies. Not always. Some Kuei Jin can't even hold on to their original body. They jump from different body to body, and some are reborn back into another body that isn't their own. It's very complicated. Again, I'll kind of include that in the White Wolf wiki. So even though there's I feel some questionable choices and issues with Kindred of the East themselves, I like the idea of it so much, and I hope White Wolf eventually remakes them in a way that it's not so has issues. Anyway, back to this. Speaking of legends, have you heard the Ankara sarcophagus?
Of course. The entire city is alight with news of its arrival and speculation about one of your ancient vampire grandfathers and his evil apocalyptic plot.
I take it you don't believe in that.
Kuei Jin do not share your history, nor do we share in your false prophecies.
They have a totally different history. Oh! False then. Also, the shadows of the Yama Kings. Now, this is a bit of a strange thing. So, the Yama Kings are, well, I guess demons in hell, or Yomi. And they're a big deal. False then. Also, the shadow of the Yama Kings.
You would do well not to speak of such things, madman. The Yama Kings are no child's ghost story.
I guess I don't know why I'm saying Malkavian line, but maybe because I'm a Setite. Hail the coming of the Demon Emperor. So this is again, the Demon Emperor is a really big thing in the Kuei Jin storyline, because they have this thing called the Different Ages, and basically their version of the apocalypse, which is every single supernatural being in the White Wolf universe, in the World of Darkness, has a type of apocalypse that's going to happen. The Kindred have Gehenna, where all, the antediluvians and the ancients and possibly Cain rise up and devour them. But the Kuei Jin have the Sixth Age, which is, when the Sixth Age comes, probably not so great things will happen. And the coming of the Demon Emperor, obviously coming to the Middle Kingdom, which is the mortal realm, is probably a really bad thing. It's a really super bad thing. There's actually, again, if you look, I think again, I'll link another article about the Time of Judgment handbook. If you look into that one, it has lots of different scenarios for apocalypse for the different supernatural creatures besides the kindred, and the Kuei-jin have some interesting ones too. Hail the coming of the Demon Emperor.
The sixth age has not yet come. Let us talk of something else.
No, where do you know where the sarcophagus lies?
We seek it, of course. I have
Why
two
am I
of my
talking
best
like
agents
that?
looking. It could be a powerful bargaining tool.
Who are these agents?
Let me just say that I do not encourage you to seek the Ankaran sarcophagus.
Okay, I have a few more questions. Let's actually ask what we're actually here for.
What can I help you with?
Let me just ask a bit more about her people.
We are called the Kuei-jin, though you may know us as Eastern vampires. It is a grave misnomer, I can assure you.
Again, they're not 100% vampires. Are you the leader of the Kuei-jin?
In a sense, yes. You may think of me as the Baron of Chinatown, to borrow from your course, Cainite language.
Now, obviously, she would be called an ancestor, because that's a different ranking thing in the Kuei-jin. She would be considered the ancestor of her court and Wu. Assumably she's old, she's much older. Anyway, are you descended from Cain?
No. We are not simply some exotic Cainite bloodline.
Okay, let me...
I grant you permission to operate on the Kuei-jin domain. For now. May you find your path, Kindred.
Thanks! Let me ask her again about the Nosferatu.
Welcome back, Kindred. Do you seek guidance?
I would like to ask you a few questions.
What can I help you with?
I'm looking for a missing Nosferatu.
So, the great Nosferatu have lost an agent, have they? It was not by my hand, if that's what they think.
Do you have any idea where he could be?
I don't know where he is. Perhaps you should speak with Wong Ho about this.
Who is Wong Ho?
Wong Ho owns the Red Dragon restaurant. He's a prominent businessman who has garnered much respect among his people. If something is amiss in Chinatown, he may know how to help you.
I'll head down to the Red Dragon then.
I grant you permission to operate in the Kuei-jin.
Okay. So that's not how the conversation was actually meant to end, but yeah. So, Ming Xiao has been very much upfront. Oh, it was totally not us. That's interesting I got that dialogue. I've never gotten that in the Final Nights before. I don't know if it's because I'm a Sithite or it's a bug. Oh god. Oh, thank goodness it was just a quick save. I thought we were gonna crash for a moment. That's okay though. Alright, well we better find out what the hell that is all about. Okay. Now, if I had enough seduction, I would totally be doing that, but I don't need to right now anyway. Alright, let's talk to her.
I'm sorry. Dinner service stopped a little while ago, but our lounge is still open.
I'm here to see Wong Ho. Ming Xiao sent me.
I'll get the elevator.
Thank you.
Second floor, have a good night.
Goodbye. Oh, I shouldn't have pressed that switch, never mind. But that's where we can press the switch from now on. You usually have to talk, but you have to either talk to her every time or press the switch.
I don't know. Why would I want to rush home right away? Yeah, I do like that. What else? With a what? Oh, you're in the kitchen. Yeah, they were on sale.
Yeah, you
so
need
I
10.
got some.
I thought it was 9.
Who likes
Oh, okay. There's a lot of money here. It's like over $500, I think. Of course you'll lose a humanity because we're stealing from an innocent. I'm not going to be able to rob that because I don't have enough burglary skill. And I'm not going to have the XP for it in this playthrough. And that's okay. His computer also does not work. Darn it.
They took her. They took her.
Who did they take?
Kiki, my daughter. They grabbed her. They called and said, Wong Ho has meddled with Tong for the last time.
This might not be the best time, but Ming Xiao sent me here to talk with you.
Ming Xiao? Oh, of course. Please forgive me, but as you can see, I am in a most terrible situation. I am Wong Ho, owner of the Red Dragon. Again, I apologize for my inconsiderate behavior.
No, I think it's fine because your daughter has literally just been kidnapped. No problem. What's going on here, Wong Ho?
The Tong, a local street gang here in Chinatown, just broke into my restaurant and kidnapped my daughter at gunpoint. The Tong grow more bold every day, and now they have my kiki.
That makes Mama angry. Do you know where she is? I'll go get her.
No. The Tong have many... wait. Please excuse me a moment. Hello. Zhao. Huh? Yes. How did you...
Oh dear, he's lost his phone.
Of course. I see. Thank you, my friend. Your debt has been repaid 1,000 times over. Yes. Of course. Goodbye.
That didn't sound like the Tong.
That was someone who owed me an old debt. It has been repaid. I know where the Tong are keeping my daughter.
Just tell me where, and someone better call the coroner.
Kiki is being held at the Lotus Blossom, a massage parlor here in Chinatown. If you bring her back to me, I will help you in any way that I can.
Of course, I'll bring her back safely.
Thank you. I shall wait here until you return. Strike fast. The Tong will not be expecting anyone so soon. Good luck, my friend.
See ya. Alright. I'm looking the wrong way. Okay. Well, looks like we got some butt to kick. That's gonna be fun. Alright. Da-da-doo. Alright. So we've actually seen that parlor before. It's right here. Okay, so this zone is a is a masquerade zone, so we really have to be careful. Because there are non
Hey, hold it,
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, we got masquerade violation. Well, I think we're just better off murdering. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to just do regular old murder. That's fine by me. Which is easy for us because we have quite a nice lot of firearm skill. Alright. So I'm gonna do some searching for some treasures and of course dealing with any issues I have. Luckily I have a massive amount of presents, so no one can really hurt me. Actually, did I get the ring? Am I using? I don't know. Alright. There's actually meant to be a watch around here, but might not be here in the final nights, because... yeah, it might not be here. Again, that's not too big of a deal. Anyway. I'm gonna get some good use out of that handgun. Darn it. Of course, that machine gun. just having a good old search. I don't think there's actually anything here. I think they took it out of this version. Alright. Now I don't know if this key is actually here in the, if you don't have anything higher or lower than inspection 7. I think, but not 7. You have some level of inspection. I don't know, but hopefully you'll have it no matter what. Oh wait, so I think this is like 10 or 8? The padlock? Anyway. There she is.
You bitch! I can't breathe in here!
Yeah, that's why I'm letting you out.
What? Yeah, who are you? You're not with the tongue.
No, I'm not with the tongue.
Didn't I just say that? You may not be with the tongue, but you seem to be as smart as they are.
Man, the mouth on you. Are you Wong Ho's kid?
Yeah, I'm Kiki. Who the hell are you? The Tong Welcoming Committee?
I'm here to rescue you. Your dad sent me in.
Oh, I'm so impressed. What? Like you want me to thank you or something? In your dreams, bitch.
Look, let's just get the hell out of here. No, you know what? My character's humanity's not that high, it's like 6. Keep talking like that and I'll shove your ass back in that closet.
Okay. Man, you don't have to get all sensitive. I'm sorry, okay?
That's better. Let's go. Yeah, we're being a little bit overly aggressive here, but whatever. Our character is not 100% the good guy at the moment. We're getting that way, but not quite yet. And she has no patience for this attitude. Alright, well let's get back to Wong Ho and let him know what has transpired. We're not talking to her. Can you open the door? Okay. I just need one more point and I can freaking get seduction.
Hey, Andrea. What? No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he is not. Hold on, Andrea. I've got another call. Hey, Serena. Did you hear about Joe? And yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I know. I was just on the phone with Andrea, and I was all, no, he's not. Yes, he is.
Oh my god. Okay. So, for this next dialogue exchange, you, at max event to do the persuasion checks, you don't actually have to do the persuasion checks, but I feel like it's helpful. They need to be at least 9, which is no problem since I have presence 5 and persuasion 7.
Ah, welcome, my friend. I owe you a debt of gratitude. You have returned to me my greatest treasure. Kiki told me how you rescued her. You are a woman of great courage and honor. Thank you.
I guess Kiki didn't tell him about how he bullied her. Of course. Did you ever find out why the Tong took her?
No, I have not been able to find out why they took Kiki. But I fear that it goes much deeper than the Tong.
What do you mean?
For a long time I have been trying to clean up Chinatown. It was a difficult job, but the community came together, and we started to take back our streets from criminals like the Tong. Businesses reopened. Families moved back into their homes.
What happened? The Tong looks stronger than ever.
Yes. I thought that the Tong were almost gone, but then something happened. Their numbers began to grow, and suddenly they had a lot of money to buy weapons. With them followed the drugs and the violence. It is almost worse now than before.
Someone must be pulling their strings.
I do not know, but there is a change in the air. I meditate, but my spirit is restless. The words of the I Ching are dark and unclear. Everything seemed to change as soon as...
As soon as what?
I am sorry. I have said too much.
Come on, you can trust me, Wong Ho. And you can use the Serpentines option. You love me like a daughter, you can tell me.
Well, Things seemed to change as soon as Ming Xiao arrived and reopened the Temple of Golden Virtue. That was 3 years ago. I do not mean to insinuate that she has anything to do with the resurgence of the Tong. The two events merely seem to coincide.
Okay, so you might be a bit confused about how the Kuei-jin have been here since 1998, but yet Ming Xiao arrived only 3 years ago. There was another leader of the Kuei-jin who first arrived here in Los Angeles. 3 years ago, they must have disappeared or whatever, and Ming Xiao came here and obviously opened the temple. Either that, because the game had some delays and issues, this might have been taking place earlier than 2004, maybe perhaps even as late as 2001. We don't know. This could be a remnant of the original plot for the game, which is actually a little bit different to how this plot turned out, but regardless. I'm sure Ming Xiao had nothing to do with it. No. Interesting. Some people say there are no coincidences, Wong Ho.
No, I will hear no more of it. Ming Xiao has been my trusted advisor ever since she arrived. I trust her completely.
Okay. Let's talk about the information I need from you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
I'm looking for someone who's gone missing in Chinatown.
Who is this person?
His name's Barbaras. He's a business associate.
What else can you tell me about him?
He's a real night owl, kind of pasty, withdrawn. He's probably got a mean complexion problem.
I see. I do not think I could find him for you, but I know someone who could.
Cool. Where do I find this person?
His name is Zhao. He is the man who called me and told me where Kiki was being held. Zhao has many connections. He owns an import-export warehouse in Chinatown. Go and see him there. I will call ahead and tell him to expect you.
I have a few questions for you about Chinatown.
What would you like to know?
Tell me about the Temple of Golden Virtue.
The Temple of Golden Virtue has been here in Chinatown for a long, long time. Even before I was born. For many years it was old and forgotten, but Ming Xiao bought it and restored it to its former glory.
Tell me a little about Ming Xiao.
Ming Xiao holds our culture and our traditions in very high regard. The temple is a symbol of our strength as a people. It brings hope to the community.
Really? Have you ever been actually inside?
No. Ming Xiao receives her visitors in an antechamber, but no one is allowed to enter the temple itself. She tells me that it is a holy place and that it needs to be left undisturbed.
I'm sure it could be an answer. Maybe she's hiding something in there.
I will not hear such a thing. Ming Xiao has done much for my people, and I will not have you casting dispersion against her character.
Fine. I have a few more questions about Chinatown.
What would you like to know?
Where does a girl get a gun around here?
Guns? No. Even if I did know such things, I would not tell you where to get them. We have enough problems without telling people where to buy guns. I'm sorry.
Trust me, I want to know so I could avoid the place. Maybe you can use a serpentine as being like, these guns would be used for the purpose of good.
I do not know for sure, but I hear that Tseng sells weapons out of his herbal remedy shop.
Just the kind of remedy I'm looking for. See you, Wong Ho. Okay.
Yes. How can I help you? What would you like to know? Yes.
Okay. We'll talk to him later. I'm going to be talking to him as events in Chinatown crop up. First, we're going to do some side quests before we talk to Xiao. Actually, I have another thing I want to do. Let's see if I can do this.
Yes?
Honey, you're like a student, I'm like a math book. You solve all my problems. Listen to my words as I tapped into your warm passion.
I've heard that before.
Well, I would love to be your teacher as long as you're my pet.
Come on, really?
Enough with smooth talk, let's get down to business.
Who are you?
So unbelievable. Let me show you. Okay. That was lucky. I think we got lucky the first time, but still. Man, these lines are not great, but it's not the worst I've seen. Oh my goodness. I'm not dying of cringe for once. But still. Anyway. So. Let me have a look. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna need 12 for that, but let's get the item that I've been wanting to get. It's a really nice item, which is to boost my XP. Hello.
There is something in this store for everybody.
Okay, so the reason why he's blowing out a lot is because he actually has a pipe. We don't see it in this version of the mod, because again it was built on an earlier patch, but there is in the later patches of the unofficial mod where he's actually holding a pipe and he's actually blowing out of it. So that's why he sounds very breathy. Yeah?
Everyone gets what they deserve.
A keychain with a map of California or a cheap plastic Buddha? You're starting to creep me out.
I'm reminded of a story. A thief named Lin was asked to steal an emerald for the head of his gang. The gem belonged to a man in a Hong Kong triad. Most would refuse this danger, but Lin was anxious to do it, and indeed he did.
Uh-huh.
When Lin returned, he did not want to part with the emerald he stole. He felt that the trouble he went through to take it made his ownership legitimate. The man who hired him did not feel the same way, nor did the man he stole it from. Do you know what happened to Lin?
I don't know. Dead? He sold the emerald, made a lot of money, and bought a network?
No. Lin was caught. One man has his gem back, but Lin's employer has nothing. I'd heard this tale from him when he visited my store. Sadly, I had nothing to sell him.
So?
Lin's eyes wanted more than his hands could keep. Ambitious eyes are, sadly, not for sale here at the moment, though I do have a buyer interested. Do you know when the next eye harvest is, by chance?
Eye harvest?
Lin's body is being kept in the freezer in the back of a local noodle shop, I hear. There are people there who want him intact, but I think his eyes would fill my shelf nicely if they were to wander in. Eye gouge hell, a fitting punishment for Lin.
That's sick. I'll get them.
I knew you would. What other reason to waste words on the ill-fated?
What's your story?
How rude of me not to introduce myself. You may call me Mr. Ox. This is my shop. Do you find it interesting? There are no two like it on the road to hell.
I don't think he's normal. You sell weapons?
I sell things many would find cruel, but weapons? No.
I'm looking for someone real ugly, snooping type. See anyone like that?
No.
Damn, alright, I'm out of here. Well.
You're always welcome here.
Thanks. Show me your wares, old man. So, Okay. So in the final nights, he's actually a seller. Okay. Great. Okay, so this is the item we want. You will gain an extra point of experience every time you reward free or more experience. May or may not have other effects. I don't know if it does. So, but it's useful. The title courses of whispers washes over across your thoughts. They seem to be offering guidance, but their message eludes your conscious mind. Their motives are unknown, but you find yourself increasingly willing to submit to their guidance as long as you possess this scallop. So, that's useful. I'm going to take that. Let's see. And because I'm not having a high inspection, I'm going to probably buy some of the other stuff. Okay, this one I want. Increases defense by 1. The weighted pig vessel. This petrified reed was not meant to fall into the hands of the damned, but vampires can benefit from its shamanistic magic all the same. So that's useful. Let's see, that's aspects, that's not useful to me. This is blood buff. I might as well take that too. These are kind of expensive. Like, if you want to make sure you save up enough money for this. So that's for presents. Alright, I'm gonna start selling some stuff here. Let's see, anything else I could sell? I could sell this. Alright. Okay, so this is a shamanic fetish that has an eerie feeling about it. That makes you seem more fascinated. Wearing this allows you to seems you more fascinating. Wearing this allows you to maintain presence 25% longer than normal. So this is where we might want to, save our money. So this could be another motivator for why you don't want to buy your armor and instead rather have an inspection. So this will help us with our presence. Alright. Whatever thing I want to get. I want to get this one. Alright. Can I afford it? Yes. Hardly of Lisa. This glassy stone appears to have a liquid core. The stone itself is milky, translucent, rock solid, and unlike anything you've seen. Wearing this allows you to maintain potence 25% longer than normal. Very nice. Okay. We could also sell this too, but I don't really intend to sell it. Alright. My goodness, we have a nice lot of powerful artifacts. And we are almost out of money. But I feel like it's money well spent, and we can get more money anyway. Because it is going to be a small amount, and I feel okay with the amount of stuff I actually already have. Like, I've already got quite a nice lot of stuff for me, but again, this is something you have to take into account. So either you want to have more bartering skill than I do, or you want to have more lockpicking or investigation, so you can find certain items that you would like to have more than you would have to sell. Alright. Okay. Let's be a little stuffy. I'm just gonna wait for that one to go up. I failed there.
Hey, hold it.
Well, never mind. We tried. It's okay though. And look, they dropped some guns. Very useful. And we can sell that for a nice $1. Like 70 bucks, I believe. And we have the eyes. Okay. But yeah, we got some extra XP, so... Well, soon to have extra XP. We're going to be doing the gargoyle quest soon, actually. But not right yet.
Always welcome here.
Here's the eyes. And he gives us money
Yes. They stare ambitiously. Hello, Lin. Do you like it there? These are an excellent addition to my shop. Here, please accept this as a fair trade. I have another task, if it piques your curiosity.
too. Let's hear it.
I need you to be a bad luck farmer. Do you know what this is?
No, why don't you tell me?
A customer has bought an unlucky talisman from me and wishes it delivered to an enemy of theirs. I need you to place this in the locker of a patron at the Lotus Blossom Massage Parlor so that the bad luck can bloom.
That's all? Okay, I'll do it.
My customer has placed a black circle on his enemy's locker. Plant the talisman. Bad luck, farmer.
Sure. Whatever. I'll do what I can. Okay, so for warning, if you're going to do this quest, make sure you have more than one humanity, because you're going to lose that humanity in this quest. Alright. And also, the interactions here would go a bit differently depending on how high your humanity is. Okay, so we got a locker. We got the bad luck talisman. A talisman that Mr. Ox asked you to put in the marked locker at the Lotus Blossom. Okay,
Hey!
so,
What the hell you think you're doing? That's my locker, hooker!
obviously it's been a misunderstanding. I thought it was mine. Apologies.
No misunderstanding. I saw you. What the hell did you put in my locker? You know who I am, huh? You wanna die, hooker?
Calm down. It's nothing, a simple mistake. I apologize. Alright?
Time to teach you a lesson about respecting people's property. Oh yeah, hooker, you in for it now?
Now, wait a second.
Hey, you!
Oh, darn it. Now, if your humanity is around 5 or lower, you will frenzy and just attack it. And that isn't so bad if we do. In fact, I believe that's the correct quest outcome. Although we won't know until we actually talk to him.
Always welcome here.
About that talisman.
Did the seed take root?
The guy saw me, he attacked me, and I killed him.
That is assuredly bad luck for him. The cost to my customer was quite high. They will be pleased to hear this. As before, accept this with my gratitude.
You knew this was going to happen?
If you can't make a man walk into hell, make the demons come to him.
Point made, goodbye. Oh, darn it. Okay. Okay. That is a good point. Alright. I think I'm going to leave it here for today, and next time we are going to come back. We're going to be back in Hollywood to take care of that gargoyle. I don't intend to fight him. He'll be kind of tricky for me, although I can do it with my fists and all. But I really don't want to fight him. I think I would rather talk to him. And then we'll do the next couple of quests here in Chinatown. Until then.